What is up, guys? This is Trap Crusader Fitness, I believe episode number 4, and I'm your host, Christopher Pabst. No, you did not hear that incorrectly. So I realized I only posted the last video about 2 months ago, but it was an older video. And by the way, I did not forget, I still owe you guys a low bar squat tutorial. It's just hard to do when I'm at the gym by myself to film good angles for that. But I digress. I'll touch more on that later. But I'm gonna do a quick catch up on my life and the situation and explain the fact that my last name is in fact different now. It is Pabst and no longer McCrae. So about 2 years ago now, a year and a half, 2 years, it'll be 2 years in February, that I have been married to the love of my life. She moved up to Alaska with me last August with our dog Soxy. We got another dog later that November. He is a complete gremlin. I love him to death. He is my dream dog. I've always wanted a boxer, and he keeps me young. He is way more full of energy than I could ever hope to be. But after which, despite this whole COVID pandemic thing that's been going on, I actually PCS'd to a different base, but am lucky enough to still be in Alaska. I just PCS'd a little further north, and I now live in the North Pole. So, send all your letters to me so I can give them to Santa. Actually, don't do that. I'm really bad at committing to stuff like that, so don't send me letters because they'll never get there. That's just about it in terms of catch up, I think. Like I said, I tried to be quick. That way we can jump right into this week's video. I'm recording this week's video on my cell phone because I am horrible at commitment and did not bring my GoPro today, even though I knew I wanted to record a video because I'm awful. But bear with me. Hopefully it still uploads okay. It won't be edited at all, so don't judge me for any likes, fair enoughs, or anything else that I do when I ramble, because I do that a lot. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I told you guys I would give you a background, so to speak, story / explanation on why I call my YouTube channel Trap Crusader Fitness. Back in the day, back before I even joined the military, I was part of a powerlifting group called Barbells and Boxing. It was created and run by one of my best friends and mentor, Michael Taruso. He had probably about 30 athletes that he coached and trained. We all lifted together, I actually worked at the gym that he was working at, which is how we met to begin with. But we would train to power lift together. He would do all our programming and help us improve, so to speak, keep track of all our maxes, etc., etc. But in his programming, we would essentially do each muscle group twice a week and account for differences, isn't the right word, but he would switch it up throughout the weeks and everything. But so we would start the week on legs, do back and shoulders on Tuesday. Wednesday we would do chest, back and shoulders again on Thursday. We would do lighter legs for speed work on Friday, and then lighter chest for speed work on Saturday. Not that any of that is completely relevant, but I had to give you a rundown of what our program is like so you didn't think we were crazy. Tuesdays and Thursdays, like I said, were our back and shoulder days, and he was really, really big into accessory movements. And the more and more we trained together and the more we learned as trainers together, we kind of grew together in that aspect. I feel like we would progressively change the things we would focus on our accessory days. We started out doing a lot of heavy rows and stuff to widen our backs out, to give us a lot of back strength and everything for our deadlifts and our squats. And we got to a point, I'm honestly not even sure how we kind of got there, but there was a time where we started doing heavy barbell shrugs supersetted with heavy dumbbell shrugs on both of our back and shoulder days. Like, that was almost what we started with. Sometimes we would superset them with pull-ups instead to throw in a back exercise, but heavy shrugs was always a must in our accessory movements. And he jokingly said one day that, he was on a trap crusade and that he wanted to be a no-neck trap crusader, which I thought was hilarious. You know, it became a running joke for us for a while, kind of motivation when we would lift on our Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like, we're on a trap crusade. You gotta just lift the weight. You know, you can't really chicken out. Got to just do it. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the language as PC as possible. I know kids sometimes look at YouTube, so pardon my French if I happen to curse at all. I'm a maintainer at heart, so it happens a lot. But I digress. Back to my point. So that's where the name Trap Crusader started. I had initially joked that I wanted to get Barbells and Boxing merchandise made with a Trap Crusader logo, I guess, so to speak, on the back, like with a Trap Crusader t-shirt. And that's where I kind of came up with the design that's at the end of most of my videos. It won't be at the end of this one, unfortunately, because I'm recording on my phone. But if you look at my other videos, you can see the logo. I wanted to imprint that across the whole back of a t-shirt and then have his Barbells and Boxing, logo on the front, which I still might do. And I could actually donate the proceeds to his charity, which would be awesome. So, you know, if I can actually ever commit to anything in my life, I will get these t-shirts made. That would be sweet. But more to come on that later as well. But this has more of an underlying meaning as to why I chose it for the name and the brand of my YouTube channel. I'm a firm believer in traps being foundational to powerlifting. It's a very weird topic. Him and I actually talked about it quite a bit. You don't ever see any of the great powerlifters with small traps. Like, sure, you get like the odds and ends here and there, like, because I've seen, 110-pound women who can bench over 300 pounds, and that obviously they're not super jacked, muscly women, and same thing with men. I've seen small dudes be able to put up some weight. Like, take for instance like a Max Tuning, like he doesn't have massive traps, but he can put up some weight. But on that other respect, you have people like Larry Wheels, you have people like Steffi Cohen, who even as a female has very strong foundational traps on her shoulders. Like, most women don't have traps that look like that. I mean, obviously she works it, she puts in a ton of effort, and that woman can rep out 500 pounds on deadlift for, I think, 3 to 5, I think, if what I remember. And I mean, I think she weighs like 130 pounds or something like that. I think she's like 5'4". She's not a big girl by any means. And I think that that's what motivated me to continue on this trap crusade and to embark on the name Trap Crusader Fitness for my YouTube channel, because I believe that they are underlyingly fundamental to strength lifts that people seem to neglect. Like, not a lot of people want to go into the gym and do shrugs. They're like, oh, like, I don't want to be a no-neck gym rat, or oh, like, I don't need my traps as much, like, I'm gonna focus on chest and legs and do all that. And I think it has much more importance than I think people seem to realize. But yeah, so sorry for my rambling. It's 2:39 in the morning and I just got done the gym, so I'm still a little jittery on pre-workout because it's been a long day. But hopefully that kind of gives you at least a brief understanding as to why I call my YouTube channel Trap Crusader Fitness, and a little background about me. Like I said, I'm glad I got to update you guys also, because it's definitely been a while since I've recorded a video. I definitely need to stay more on top of it. I say that every time. Hopefully I can actually commit more, even if I'm just recording them on my phone like tonight. But yeah, keep checking out my videos and let me know if you want to see anything else, and I'll try my best to get it filmed for you. All right, talk to you guys later.